So this is a talk about just I might have another one here, but I'll say it in a minute. So this is just about the fact that I say a lot of stuff, right? And I don't know everything. So there's a good chance that I'm wrong, right? There's a good chance that I'm wrong about stuff or everything, right? I could be just an absolute idiot. I could be the biggest fool there's ever been, right? And because of this reason, I would much rather you blindly not trust me than blindly trust me, right? I don't want people to follow me without knowing why they're doing it, right? I would rather you reject me and tell me that I'm a fool than foolishly follow me, right? For this reason, I have no intention to write a paper, and I have no intention to provide a list of sources. So I make a lot of videos talking about things, and I said in a video in the past for my physics series that I was gonna write a paper. I was gonna do it. Then I saw the state of the paper writing world, and I also saw just the state of the academic world, and no hate to people that have dedicated their life to that, but I find it pointless to do because I feel like it undermines my point while also really providing no legitimacy. Because I have seen some papers about subjects that are just I thought my ideas were crazy, and I see some of these things that are published papers in art in magazines, or not magazines. I can't even think what the term is. But I've seen these articles, and I'm just like, that got published? Yeah, maybe that won't really give me any legitimacy at all, right? And I'm not going to provide sources on my videos. And I thought about, I'm going to provide sources, right? Then people can, see me as more credible. But the problem with that is I feel like it gives us false sense of security. I'm confident what I'm saying is true. However, if I provide sources telling you exactly where to look, how many people actually go and look? How many people actually go and look? And the people that would go and look can easily find this information for themselves. If they were willing to track back my sources and fact check me, they can fact check me with the internet, right? Those people are the only ones that would even fact check me to begin with. So, personally, no, I'm not going to provide sources because I'm not trying to make myself this scholarly figure with all of my sources documented and stuff. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for fun. This is just a hobby for me, right? This is not anything all that serious. And for that reason, I don't want to provide sources because if I provide the sources, then people will be like, oh, okay, he's done the work. There's the proof, right? Meanwhile, I could have made links to poop.com or something. That's what I put here as my example. I could have made all of the links go to, you can make the links not go to what the link is. There's so many ways to get around and fake this, right? But I could make all the links. I could be like, I cited my sources down below, but every single one of the links redirects you to poop.com, right? If that's a place, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. But it's just my example here because, my envisionment for poop.com is just you show up and it's a poop. That's it. It's just a poop JPEG. There's probably a poop.com that is not that, but that's my envisionment of poop.com. And so what I'm trying to say is that I could provide you a bunch of fake sources, and how many people would actually realize they're fake? Because how many people actually check the sources? And that kind of shows the flaw in the system. Because people with that seem to know what they're talking about automatically have the credibility. So if I back up my seeming knowledge with sources that make me seem more credible, less people are likely to question me. And I don't want that. I want people to be like, what is this guy talking about? And look it up for themselves. I want people to do the work themselves. I'm just talking, right? These are my thoughts. These are my ideas. I want other people to look into it because I'm just one perspective. I don't want everyone to take my perspective and run with it. I want people to hear what I have to say and then see if they come to the same conclusions, right? Am I a wacko or am I a genius? I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. And so, the only way I'm going to find out if I'm right or not is if people actually question me. And that's the only way I can improve, right? If everything I say and do is correct, how can I ever do better? Right? If everyone tells me, no, it's okay, that's right, you're good, how do I improve? And so it gives a false sense of legitimacy to what I'm saying, and I don't want people to just trust me at face value. If you doubt what I'm saying, good. Look into it for yourself and put my words to the test. My goal is to provide a new perspective. That's all. I'm not here to preach, well, debatable on that one. But that's my objective is to just give different perspectives, to offer up what I have noticed and see if anyone else agrees with it, right? Because what I see is what I see. That doesn't make it true. It's real to me. That doesn't mean it's actually real to everyone. And the only way to find out is if you do the work, right? And you figure out for yourself, right? And then maybe you realize, oh, he is right. I was wrong. Or maybe you realize he was wrong. I'm right, right? Either way, it's fine. Obviously, I prefer myself to be right because I don't want to be crazy. However, if I'm crazy, then I'm crazy. And that's just what it is. So, yeah, on that note, peace out.